What's going on, guys? This is BSN and welcome to my Swordsoul Tenyi combos featuring Needlefiber. So this deck is actually really good through interruptions. If your opponent Veilers you still have options, and also you can play through Nibiru depending on your hand. So before this video starts, make sure you like and subscribe. Check me out on Twitch and Instagram. Both links will always be in the description box below. And now let's jump right into combo number 1 out of 5. So I really will be going into details, and you don't really have to commit into any bricks, well, any huge bricks to do that. Like, yeah, sure, you are playing the Despot one, but you're not playing the Cult Wing, so that's pretty much only one Taketomborg, and that's it, that's all. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing right now. Summon the Despot one, and then Auradon, summon the 3 tokens, and now summon the Despot one. Now, this is actually pretty cute, because here a lot of people might be tempted to go into Cupid Pitch and play from there, but that's actually not the line of play. The correct line of play here would be to make Yazi, and when Yazi dies, you can actually summon a weird monster from your deck. And now you might be thinking, how do you destroy Yazi if your opponent doesn't control any cards, since this is turn 1? So obviously, if you're going on turn 2, this would be even better, because you would just simply be able to go Yazi effect, pop itself, and pop a card your opponent controls. But since this is turn 1, you would have to go Auradon, tribute itself, and then destroy your Yazi that way. And now you'll be able to summon the Tenyi from the deck. Banish the Yazi, summon your token, and now make the Baxia. And then if your opponent controls cards again, you'd be able to shuffle 2 cards because you used a Wind Wyrm and a Water Wyrm in the form of the Tuner monster. Anyways, the Tenyi would be foolishing for the Moye, and now you'll be using the effect of Ashuna in order to summon the Adara, and now go Adara, recycle back the Ashuna, and you'll be popping the token to summon back the Moye, and then reveal the Ashuna that you just recycled back with the Adara, summon your token, and now make the Chaofeng first, and now make the Chijiao. So yeah, sure, Chaofeng was summoned in like summon number 25, but remember, well, that might be an exaggeration. It might actually be worse than that. So your opponent could have Nibiru'd you like 10 years ago, could have Veilered you 10 years ago. But the important thing here is the fact that you never had to commit your normal summon into any of that. So if you do have your normal summon, the real priority is going into Chaofeng ASAP, because Chaofeng prevents your opponents from using light attribute monster effects if you used Baxia as a material. So yeah, light effects like Nibiru, Effect Veiler, nah. Anyways, Chijiao will be going Chainlink 1, and then Moye Chainlink 2, so draw your card, and then search with the Chijiao, and that's going to be the Longyuan. Pitch the Ashuna, summon your token, and now make the Changying. You cannot make Baroness because you are locked under Wyrm only because of the Ashuna, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. And now burn for 12, and that's it for combo number 1. So your hand really wasn't even that good, and this is actually pretty nice. So your opponent can't use light attribute monster effects. You have a negate and a double banish. So 1 card from your opponent's field, and 1 card from the graveyard, and 1 draw. And you still have a Shuna in the grave. So that's it for combo number 1. Let's get into combo number 2 now. Alright, so combo number 2 is basically the same as in what kind of a hand you need in order to, do the combo, but the board is going to be different because we're not going to have access to Despot 1. This is hypothetical, kind of in order to give you an idea on what the difference is, whether you want to play the Despot 1 or whether you don't. And also, it's a little bit of space that you get to save in your extra deck, but whatever. So now you're going to be summoning your Adara, and then use the effect of Ashuna first, because remember that we do not have Needlefiber. And now you're going to be making the Chijiao, so you only get 1 search, but you never normal summon, so that's pretty cool. Tenyi, banish the Veshuda, summon your token, and now make the Baxia, effect of Tenyi, send the Moye, and now Adara, recycle back the Ashuna. This is probably the better card to recycle, probably a little better than Veshuda. And now pop the Monk, revive back the Moye, and then reveal your Ashuna, summon your token, and you are locked under Wyrm, so unfortunately we have to settle on Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. Not the best, but still, it still remains 2 interruptions, which is decent. But combo number 1 was still a little better, and we also never had to use our normal summon, practically. So, yeah, definitely better. Anyways, that's it for this combo. Let's get into combo number 3. Alright, so combo number 3 is very similar to combo number 1, but this time I want to show you what happens when you really get Veilered on Moye, and why this combo, why this package, rather, the Despot 1 with Needlefiber and Auradon, really fixes an issue that the Swordsoul deck had before. So you would be going like Adara. This is a typical play that you would do when you have something like this. So Adara, Moye, and any reveal. And now normal summon the Moye, attempt to use its effect, but we get hit by the effect Veiler. So if you're playing like the typical deck of Swordsoul Tenyi without the Despot 1, you can't do anything here. You basically just pass turn, honestly. You go set Blackout Pass. But if you are playing the Despot 1, you can still keep playing. So Needlefiber summon, and now make Auradon, blah, blah, blah. All of this is, something that we're used to. But remember that this time we used the effect of Moye, and we used up our normal summon. So the end board is actually going to be a little different. but this is realistic because all we're doing is using 2 cards with 1 reveal, I guess. But it's not really like a combo piece. It could be literally anything. And we got hit by Effect Veiler, so whatever. Still doing the same as the very beginning of combo number 1, but it's going to change slightly at the very end. So Chi Jiao, Chilling 1, Chilling 2. This time send the Ashuna because we never had that before. And you're searching the Long Yuan with the Chi Jiao. Pitch the Moye that we get to recycle back with the Adara. Summon your token and now make the Baroness. You can because we never used the effect of Ashuna. And now you're going to be burning your opponent for a little bit of damage. Ashuna, summon the Adara or literally anything else. One good play that you could do would be to summon Shatana and now link it off in order to have the Monk of the Tenyi and Blackout set so that when you get to pop, the Shatana would trigger, revive back the Monk, and then pop another monster upon controls. So this would literally be a Fire Lake of the Burning Abyss, which is actually ridiculous. Anyways, that's it for this combo. Let's get into the next one. Alright, so this combo is going to be me playing out a hand in like probably I want to say one of the most optimal ways possible. So let's get right into it. My hand is Veiler, Sacred Summit pick, with Sacred Summit, which is the Monster Reborn, Shatana, Adara, and Ecclesia. I'll of course be going Special Summon Shatana first, and now make Monk, summon the Adara, and then Needlefiber. I have my Ecclesia, which could either be a Moye or Taye. I just didn't really decide yet because I want to bait as many hand traps as possible with my free special summons and then my normal summon at the very end. So Needlefiber is going to be summoning Desbot 1, of course, you already know that. Make Auradon. If our opponent doesn't Nibiru us here, and the only hand trap that he has is Nibiru, well, one thing that we can do is just say, you know what? I don't want to lose to Nibiru for the rest of my combo. So instead of like making more negates, quote unquote, with like Yazi and stuff like that, what I'm going to be doing is going straight for the Baroness. So that way, if your opponent only has one hand trap, like I said, it's not going to be doing anything at all. So now you get to normal summon the Ecclesia, and now summon your Taye. We have the Monster Reborn, so we can Foolish for the Moye and then get it back. So now we're going to be recycling the Shatana. Chilling 1, Chilling 2, so send the Moye, of course. And you're going to be searching for either the Blackout or the Long Yuan. Both options are pretty good, but if we go for Long Yuan, I don't think it's that ideal. We already have like a good level 10, so that's kind of unnecessary. But yeah, Monster Reborn, revive back the Moye, reveal either the Shatana or the Blackout. Probably the Shatana because we don't really want our opponent to know that we have Blackout. And now make the Baxia, draw 1 card. You didn't have to draw Ash, obviously, because you can actually search the Ash in this combo. So you're going to go pop the Auradon for the effect of Baxia, which revives back the Desbot 1. And now we get to make Chao Feng that way. So the reason why this combo is really good is because you have your Blackout that can pop your Chao Feng, destroy 2 cards your opponent controls, and search any tuner from your deck to your hand. So either Ecclesia, so you can keep playing for next turn and have more gas, or you can search another hand trap in case you didn't have these hand traps, but already had, you know, these Swordsoul starters, for example. So many negates here. Baroness, which is 1 Omni negate. Chi Jiao, which is another one. Chao Feng, which is like, you know, your opponent can't use the effect of light attribute monsters. Blackout, another hand trap, and then whatever else was in our hand. So that's it for this combo. Let's get into the 5th and final one. Alright, so this hand is pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie. I have Adara, Ashuna, Veiler, Ecclesia, and Vessel. You're gonna have to put in a lot of effort to lose with this kind of hand. So now I'm going for Monk, going for Vessel. This might bait an Ash because if this resolves, I'm going like plus 10. So yeah, send the Taye and then search whatever. It doesn't really matter. I already had the Adara, but I didn't need it. So this card could have gotten ashed and I would have been completely okay. Needlefiber, even this can get ashed. It doesn't change anything because I never use my normal summon. So the Ecclesia would be my normal summon. I go for Moye and then I play from there. And now I make the Desbot Auradon, blah, blah, blah. Summon 3 tokens. And then the Desbot 1. So I think you get to understand why this deck is pretty freaking sick. And now you're going to finally be able to play safe from hand trap. So make the Moye and then reveal the Ashuna, summon your token. Now you're going to be making Baxia, not the Chi Jiao yet. So you're going to be drawing 1 card and then pop Auradon, revive back the Taye. And you're going to be banishing the Moye, summon your token. And now Adara effect, recycle back Moye. So 4 cards in hand. You get your money back very fast. And we didn't even make Chi Jiao first. So now you're going to be making Chao Feng. And now make the Chi Jiao, search, and Foolish again, as if this was even needed. Search your Blackout, and just like that, you have literally the same board as the last combo, but it was done in, I want to say, a slightly better way. Probably it was still the same thing, but yeah, this deck is very disgusting, man. Oh my god. I want to say Protoss getting banned is probably something that hurt a little bit against like Phantom Knight and the other decks, but in the long run, Swordsoul is still a very good deck, so I want to say don't sleep on this deck. It's still tier 1 for sure. So that's all I had to say and showcase for this combo video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.